You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't kick on the mic. You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't kick on the mic. You can go and subscribe, cause I be on it right. You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't kick on the mic.
The Chicago Bears are going to be set up so nicely for years to come. Hey, what's going on, Bears fans? Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Keek on the Mic, the podcast all about the Chicago Bears. As always, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. First and foremost, happy Tuesday to every single one of you guys. I decided that I wanted to come back on the podcast and do a 2-round Chicago Bears mock draft, especially after all the rumors going around saying the Bears could potentially get a massive haul by moving down one spot from the Washington Commanders for the number 1 overall pick. I thought it would be a good time to do a little 2-round Chicago Bears mock draft right here on Keek on the Mic. As always, as I'm going through this 2-round Chicago Bears mock draft right here on the podcast, make sure you guys continue to engage with me down below in the comment section and let me know what you guys would do if you guys were in Ryan Poles' shoes for the 2024 NFL Draft. So here we go, Bears fans. Of course, you guys already know what I'm going to do. I'm going to trade down with the Washington Commanders, meaning I'm going to build around quarterback Justin Fields moving forward. And this is not really a generational haul like some reports are indicating, but by trading down one spot, the Bears do get the 2nd overall pick from the Washington Commanders, the number 36 overall pick in round 2, and a next year's first. To me, this is still a massive haul for Ryan Poles and Chicago Bears. You're talking about 2 first-round picks and an early 2nd-round pick in 2024 to move down one spot, right? So the Commanders can go up and get Caleb Williams, of course, and then the Bears can move down one spot and still get their guy in Marvin Harrison Jr. And obviously, you guys know that's the direction I'm going in, is drafting Marvin Harrison Jr. with the number 2 overall pick in the 2024 NFL Draft. Bears fans, at this point, do I even need to explain myself? At this point, for me, it's Marvin Harrison Jr. or bust. I understand a lot of you guys may not agree with me, and that's totally okay. But Marvin Harrison Jr. to me is going to be a very good player in the National Football League. Once again, pair him with DJ Moore. You move DJ Moore to the slot. Obviously, you can add another wide receiver maybe in the NFL Draft or maybe in free agency, and that means Justin Fields will have a whole lot of weapons to throw to. You're talking about Marvin Harrison Jr., talking about DJ Moore, Cole Kmet, right? Tyler Scott coming back for year 2 in the Chicago Bears offense. Of course, you have Shane Waldron, the offensive coordinator that's going to put these players in the best situation to succeed. It's a perfect situation for Justin Fields. It's the perfect situation for Marvin Harrison Jr., and it's the perfect situation for the Chicago Bears offense. So to me personally, Bears fans, bringing Marvin Harrison Jr. to Chicago is the perfect scenario for the Chicago Bears in the 2024 NFL Draft. Now, Bears fans, moving on to the number 9 overall pick for the Chicago Bears in the 2024 NFL Draft. And I actually have another trade, and this is a massive trade down for the Chicago Bears. I have the Chicago Bears trading down with the Pittsburgh Steelers, and the Steelers give up the number 20th overall pick, a 2nd-round pick 52 overall, a 4th-round pick at 119 overall, a 1st and 3rd round pick in the 2025 NFL Draft. And this is just massive draft compensation. Obviously, this is a big trade up for the Steelers. They will be moving up 11 spots and moving within the top 10 in the 2024 NFL Draft. And obviously, that's a long way down for the Chicago Bears as well. But this is a massive haul for Ryan Poles to continue to stockpile picks. As we all know, Ryan Poles loves building through the NFL drafts. He loves stockpiling the picks. And I think Ryan Poles and the Chicago Bears will be in love with this deal, trading down 11 spots and still be able to land their center of the future in Jackson Powers Johnson. And that's why I have the Chicago Bears picking at the 20th overall selection after the trade down with the Steelers is Jackson Powers Johnson, the center out of Oregon. And to me, after watching the Senior Bowl all week long, he is a Bear. He's a Bear through and through. It's time for Ryan Poles and Chicago Bears to stop neglecting the center position. This guy can be the future center for the Chicago Bears starting from day one, and he could be the center for the Bears for the next 12 years, and that's exactly what the Chicago Bears need. This dude is violent. He's athletic. He gets dirty in the trenches. I absolutely love everything about Jackson Powers Johnson. He is the best center in the 2024 NFL Draft. So Ryan Poles and the Chicago Bears need to go into this offseason and address the center position. And I feel like Jackson Powers Johnson would be the perfect fit within this improving Chicago Bears offensive line that we have here in Chicago. Moving on to round 2, Bears fans, at pick number 36 overall, I have the Chicago Bears selecting edge rusher Darius Robinson out of Missouri. Darius Robinson was actually a Senior Bowl standout during this past week in Mobile, Alabama. He stands at 6'5", 286 pounds. This is a massive man, Chicago Bears fans. And I'll be honest with you guys. If you guys want someone that has elite sack numbers, Robinson probably won't be your type of edge rusher. He only had 13 sacks in 43 career games, but 8.5 of those sacks came last season for Missouri. Robinson is a great run defender. That's something that I really love about his game. He had 112 career tackles and 21 career tackles for loss. Robinson is a violent tackler. He's explosive on his first step and can definitely be something special in the National Football League if he is in the right situation. To me, I think Ryan Poles loves these Senior Bowl standouts. I know he was probably wired in watching the edge rushers, watching the offensive linemen. And this guy had an amazing week at Senior Bowl practices, winning his one-on-one matchups. And you could definitely see the violent hands, the explosive first step as well. So this is definitely a guy that I would love to keep an eye on. If he's there around 2, I would love to add him and have him come join this young and improving Chicago Bears defensive line. Moving on to my second round 2 pick at pick number 52 overall, the Chicago Bears selecting safety Tyler Nubin out of Minnesota. You guys have seen Tyler Nubin in many of my mock drafts. This guy is a lockdown safety, and he's very versatile as well. He could play in the box. He could play the free safety. And to me, this means that we would probably get rid of Eddie Jackson, and Tyler Nubin would be the perfect Eddie Jackson replacement. I think he would be a plug-and-play player. Once again, the Chicago Bears defense is not far off from being elite. This is a guy that can come in and play right away and help this Chicago Bears defense be the elite defense in the National Football League. I'd absolutely love a guy like Tyler Nubin on the Chicago Bears defense. I think this would be an absolute steal at pick number 52 in round 2. So if he is there floating around, I think this would be a no-brainer for Ryan Poles and the Chicago Bears. So overall, Bears fans, that is my very quick 2-round Chicago Bears mock draft right here on a Tuesday, right here on Keek on the Mic. Let's go ahead and review the results once again. Obviously, it started off with a trade down with the Washington Commanders, where we got a couple of first-round picks and a second-round pick. We instantly picked wide receiver Marvin Harrison Jr. out of Ohio State, and then we traded down again with the Steelers and got another massive haul to trade down 11 spots to pick number 20. And then at pick number 20, we picked center Jackson Powers Johnson out of Oregon. And then with the second round pick that we earned by trading down with the Washington Commanders, we picked edge rusher Darius Robinson out of Missouri. And then with pick number 52 in round 2, we picked safety Tyler Nubin out of Minnesota. Once again, Bears fans, Ryan Poles needs to hit on these picks. And all the players that I picked in this 2-round Chicago Bears mock draft right here on the podcast today, all these guys are plug-and-play players, guys that can come and help the Chicago Bears win games right away, and that's what it's all about, especially in rounds 1, 2, and even rounds 3 as well. You need to find guys that are plug-and-play players, right? Guys that can come in right away and contribute at a high level and help the Chicago Bears win games. I would be very happy with this little 2-round mock draft for the Chicago Bears if it worked out that way for Ryan Poles and the Chicago Bears. But overall, we're getting ever closer to the 2024 NFL draft. I know we're in the month of February now, which means the NFL Combine is at the end of this month. So things are getting real, Bears fans. You're going to start hearing a whole lot of rumors. Obviously, what is going to happen with the Chicago Bears in terms of what they're going to do with the number 1 overall pick is still a very big question mark. Will they draft USC quarterback Caleb Williams, or will they trade down and get a haul for the number 1 overall pick and add guys like Marvin Harrison Jr. and still in the process get a guy like Jackson Powers Johnson as well to help the Chicago Bears offensive line? But all in all, it's still going to be a great time to be a Chicago Bears fan. And whatever Ryan Poles chooses to do, I know it's going to be a positive outcome for this franchise moving forward. But overall, Bears fans, before I let you guys go, let me ask you guys this. What grade do you give my 2-round Chicago Bears mock draft right here on today's episode of Keek on the Mic? Let me know down below in the comment section. But all in all, make sure you continue to hit that subscribe button and the notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. Make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms, and make sure you share this episode of Keek on the Mic with every single Bears fan that you know. Better than that, be back for all new Bears podcasts right here on Keek on the Mic. Thanks, guys, and as always, bear down.
You've been listening to Keek on the Mic, a podcast all about the Chicago Bears. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. Thanks, guys, and bear down.